Yo, what's going on, everybody? Los here, come back at you with another video, and I'm back with another unboxing video, and I got this stack of goodies right here. So, if you wanna know what I got, you know what to do. Hop on that train, take a journey with me. Alright, so we're back, and like I said, have a pretty decent unboxing here. A lot of these packages have been sitting here for a little while. It sometimes it just gets a little, life gets a little complicated, and you know, time is a valuable resource, and sometimes that time needs to be for my family and stuff like that. So I don't have a lot of time to do like videos. So when I do get a chance, like I said, maybe this could have been broken up into a couple of videos, but it's all going to be done right now. So without further ado, let's get into the books that I got. Again, some of these don't really remember what I got, but it's probably some variants and other couple of things like that, maybe a couple of keys and stuff like that. But I've been more on a variant kick lately, so that's probably what it's going to be. So let's open up the Comic Cam, and let's just get right into the first package. And most of these, I believe, are like either eBay purchases or like Mercari and stuff like that. And yeah, that's why I've been picking up most of these books lately. Alright, so the first books up are actually a recent purchase. And recently I picked up quite a bit of the Zatanna variant covers. She has a bunch of 1 in 10 ratio variants. They are Brian Bolland, and they are from her first series. And I believe it's the first 6 issues. She has 1 in 10s. They're pretty difficult to find, and I have 5 out of the 6. I'm missing issue number 5, which is probably the most expensive one in the entire lot. And I, was like, you know what? It's only 16 issues in the run. I like the character, and I was like, I want to get the entire run. And I already have some of the Adam Hughes. I have 16. I have 14. I have a couple of other ones. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to get into it. 15 is a little difficult to get to. It's all black cover, but somebody had basically a whole lot. Well, not a whole lot, but a few issues. So I was able to pick up some before, and I was like, hey, there's a couple books in here that I need. Might as well pick up this lot. So sometimes when you need one book, it's better to just buy a lot if there's a couple other books. So I was able to pick up issue number 10, which I needed. Issue number 12, which is actually tougher to find in high grade than you would think. And this one's actually pretty good. Every time I find it, it always has a bunch of spine ticks and stuff. And they're still asking $25 just for this one book. And I might have paid just over that for this entire lot. Issue number 13, which is an Adam Hughes cover. This is, I believe, the start of the Adam Hughes run. He did issues 13 to 16. And issue number 14, which I already have. But, again, when it's in a lot and you can get it for a good deal, might as well scoop it up. So that's a pretty cool cover. But I do like that one with all the little devils around her with the issue number 13. So lucky number 13. So I thought that was pretty cool. So happy to get that in the PC. And I believe I'm only missing issues 9 and 15 regular covers. And then I'm missing issue number 5, the 1 in 10. So out of the whole run, that's all I really need now. So not bad. I was able to knock that out pretty quick. Again, it's not a very expensive run, other than when you get to the Adam Hughes books, and then the 1 in 10 Brian Boland's can be pretty pricey. So this this is a pretty cool one. So keeping with Adam Hughes, thought it was interesting that it just happened to tie in this way. But when it goes, right? So The next book up is a pretty good, or it's a variant cover that's sought after by a lot of people. It's an homage to another book, and it is this guy right here. So we have The Dirty Pair, Run from the Future, #1, and this is an Adam Hughes cover, and this is, I believe, like the I'm drawing a blank, but it's like Planet something. I'll get the picture of the actual book, but it's a homage to that, and I believe there's a couple other books that homage this as well. But I thought it was pretty cool. It was an auction on eBay. I put in a bid for it. Honestly, not thinking that I was gonna win because it was a pretty low off or low bid, and sure enough, it just turned out to be top bid. It does have a little bit of something here, like a little like the press little just when it comes undone. But other than that, like the staples are good. Everything looks good. There's no spine ticks or anything like that. So it's a decent high grade. One of the books that maybe you get signed by Adam Hughes, something like that. But it should be in the nines, and thought it was pretty cool. So happy to have this one in the PC. All right. So next is one that was I already opened just to check, just because this was a Macari, and with Macari, you have like a couple of days in order to review it and submit your review of it so that the person can get paid. And I don't like to have like a generic thing. I like to actually check the books and make sure everything's okay. So, but it's still in here. I just wanted to make sure that the actual books that I ordered came in. So we're gonna take a look at these guys right now. All right. So, yeah. So this right here, let me just fix all these because this was another lot that I have been looking for, and I have one of the title or one copy of this, and I actually wanted, I wanted this. I have like a third print of the book that I'm going to show you, but I wanted the first print, and to pay just for the first print, people were asking 25 or whatever, stuff like that, and I actually found this lot for maybe just over that, but I was able to get the entire series or the entire storyline, if you will, and it is this one right here, which is one that I can't believe I didn't have in my PC already, but it is Wolverine Old Man Logan. This is Wolverine number 66. This is the Old Man Logan storyline. This is the beginning of it. This is a great story. If you've never read this story, definitely I highly recommend it. Check it out. Just an awesome read, and just happy to have this one in the PC. And yeah, so when I found it on Macari, somebody had it as an entire lot. They had the entire run, and with some extras in it, and good price. I submitted an offer and got even less. So I was like, hell yeah! So happy to scoop this one up. So there's number 66. And then we have number 66. Oh, this is the third print. Sorry, I think I have maybe the second print. It's the one where he's fighting like Old Man Hulk, basically. So they're fighting. He's kind of like slashing through his rib cage. So I had that one as well. So I was like, hey, you know what? This one's coming with a bunch of extras. So yeah. So then we have 67. And I believe this was, I think 67 is the first Old Man Hawkeye, unless he's in 66, but I thought he was in 67. And then you have the second print with a close-up of Thor's hammer. Then you have 68. So you have Old Man Hawkeye on the cover there. Then you have 68 second print. Then you have um yeah, sorry. 69. And you have issue 70, issue 70 second print variant, issue 71, issue 72, which is the end of the storyline, and then you also have giant size Wolverine Old Man Logan #1. So thought that was awesome that it was the entire run, right? I wanted the entire run, and to find it at a good deal, you got to scoop those up, right? So happy to have that. Plus, it wasn't just it wasn't just the storyline or the regulation. Like, it had all the variants too, like second prints and everything. So when you can get multiple books and it ends up being, I don't know, a couple dollars per book, it was almost essentially cover price. I'm gonna take that all day. So definitely happy to add that to the PC. And again, if you haven't read that story, definitely go check it out. Download it, read it digitally, but definitely worth the read. All right, this one, I got this one just because I thought it was pretty cool. And honestly, I never saw it before. I've never seen this. And when I found it, I was like, "God, I need to have this." I'm not I love the Ninja Turtles. I'm not like a super fan. I grew up with them. I don't have a ton of their books, but when I do find ones that I like and covers that I like, I'm definitely gonna go try to get them. And I saw this one and I had to have it. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #45, and I believe this is like the Motor City Comic Con variant. I want to say it was Simon Beasley did the cover of this. I could be mistaken. I'll look it up and put it there, but I'm pretty sure it is. And this is an homage to The Walking Dead issue #19, the Michonne cover where she's walking with the two zombies behind her. As you can see here, the homage is with April O'Neil holding pizzas, and you got the turtles behind her, looking like zombies drooling over the pizzas. So I thought this was awesome, and I had to have it. So definitely cool to have this one in the PC. Like I said, it's just one that you don't see every day, so I thought it was pretty damn cool. So any Turtles fans out there and you need a cool variant, definitely go check that one out. All right, so this next one, whew. All right, let me just admire this one for a second. Um, yeah, it's just a cool ass cover. So the book in question is this one right here. Oh yeah. So this is Uncanny X-Men #5. This is a Greg Horn variant cover, and this is like the start of the Venomized covers. All right, so before it got all crazy and then they venomized everything and they started Carnage Eyes and everything, there was that initial run that they started doing of Venomized covers. And they were more, actual, like, almost like ratio variants. They've been pretty hard to find. So I've been on a Venomized kick lately. I've been trying to find a lot of these harder to find ones, and this one came up on eBay. I scooped it up immediately. It was just a great deal, and it's, like I said, it's one of those harder to find ones. I love the X-Men, and the fact that this one was just a gorgeous cover. Obviously Magneto and Cyclops, Jean Grey. It's crazy cover, and I definitely had to have this one. Just an awesome cover. Maybe I get this one signed. I'm not too sure, but I'm just happy to have this one in the PC, and I will be on the lookout for more Venomized covers. I know some of them are extremely hard to find and very expensive, but whenever I can find a deal, definitely gonna scoop that up. But definitely happy to add this one to the PC. Look at that. That's just a sick Sick cover. Sorry for the glare, but that's sick. All right. So speaking of sick covers and variant covers and Greg Horn, incidentally, we have this guy right here, and it's Green Lantern number 51, and this is a Greg Horn variant cover. And this was back in the 2010s when, again, DC was doing variant covers that didn't say variant on it. You just need to know what it was. And most of the time they were like 1 in 10s and stuff like that. But this was just an awesome Scarecrow cover. Been looking for this one for a while as well. I know there's like another one. I think Green Lantern 55. It has like Lobo with all the rings. That's another one that's like super expensive. But found this one on a great deal, and I definitely had to scoop this one out because it's just an awesome cover, and that's another one for Halloween covers. So definitely happy to have that one. So when Mon Comics does his Halloween theme, this is definitely gonna be on there. So look at that. Yeah. All right. So next is another one from Macari that I had to open up, and this one is interesting, to say the least. The packaging on this one, because it came in this, bubble mailer, but inside the bubble mailer was a binder. Anybody ever get books mailed to them in a binder? Uh, First time for everything. But they were in here, bubble wrap, in one of the sleeves. They came okay, but it's just weird. Never got a binder before, so I thought that was a little quirky, I guess. I guess however the books, as long as they make it here safely, I guess. But yeah, that was pretty weird. So this one was a seller. I think they were doing Macari every once in a while does these like random like coupons and stuff like that. You get 10% off, 20, whatever it is. And I had a coupon, and I was like, I didn't want to waste it. And usually when you find a seller that's selling something, you can kind of bundle some things together, make shipping a little cheaper, and the bundle, you can go past, I think the standard discount that you can try to do is like 25% is the lowest. But when you bundle, you can actually go lower than that and stuff like that. So I bundled these together, and with the coupon and everything stuff. So I was like, came out to a pretty good deal for these two books. And the one book is this guy right here. We got Black Hammer number 1. I know this kind of took off for a little while when there was some talks about this probably possibly being a movie, TV show, stuff like that. It was optioned or whatever, just like every other indie title was optioned. So it kind of took off, but obviously it died down. This is a pretty cool story. Anything with Jeff Lemire, I'm in. He's awesome, and so thought it was pretty cool. And obviously wait for all the craziness to die down. Usually, if you're gonna try to buy some books, that's what I did with this guy, and I pretty much got this and the next book almost for cover price. So definitely happy to have that in the PC. And the next one is I ended up running into a bunch of like Harley books, and from her first series, and I believe it was like 38 issues, and I have issue number 1, and I have like quite a bit of the other ones as well. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I could try to actually complete this run, because I have quite a bit of them, and I do have some of the expensive ones already. So some of the other ones would just be kind of like fillers. But the last issue is actually pretty pricey, because sometimes the last issue of a run, they're a little harder to find. They can be pretty pricey. And this one just happened to be a newsstand copy as well. So we got Harley Quinn number 38 in a newsstand, and it's actually in pretty good condition. So I was happy to find that one, because just issue number 38 alone, could go anywhere depending on condition from, 20, 25, $30 just for the last one. So to get it in newsstand, absolutely. So definitely happy to have that one in PC and another one to check off. So, slowly dwindling down the Harley Quinns, but yeah, when you could find the more expensive ones, the harder to find ones for cheap, absolutely. So definitely look all over, guys. eBay, Macari, whatnot, whatever. I know some people are a little not the greatest, but hey, wherever you could find deals, grab a deal. And I believe this is the last one. So, sorry for that. All right, so this last one is a Midtown Comics order. So every once in a while, when I'm looking for certain books, I look at Midtown Comics just in case, because sometimes they do have some deals, and they'll have some back issues that are fairly cheap. And I was looking for one book in particular, but I was like, hey, you know what? In order to make like shipping like worth it, I'm not gonna pay $7 for shipping on one book. So if you get another book, it kind of makes it a little cheaper. And I happened to find this one, which I thought was pretty cool, and it is an awesome like Joshua Middleton variant cover, and it's this guy right here, and it's Sinestro number 12, and this is like the 75th anniversary cover, and so it's a Joker cover, and I thought it was just cool as hell that Sinestro is making a Jack in the Box with Joker. So I just thought it was awesome, and I love Joshua Middleton, and yeah, I was like, why not? And I think I got this. They had it for like $1.99 or something like that. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna grab this. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the book that I really was trying to get, and it's the last book that I needed to complete this three set of books, is three covers, and three variant covers I combined to make one collage. And it's this guy right here. It's Green Lantern, The Lost Army, #1, and this is a Ben Oliver variant cover. So issues 1, 2, and 3 all have Ben Oliver variants. I was able to pick up the other two. This is the last one I needed, and they had it cheaper than everywhere else, and it was actually in really good condition. So definitely happy to scoop this up. So now I have all three. Hopefully I can get them together, make a nice collage of them, and I'll take a picture, maybe throw it on Instagram or something like that. But yeah, that was the last one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all those books. I know, like I said, it was pretty long. It was a lot of unboxing to get through, but I said I had piled up, waiting to go, and glad I was able to unbox those for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the books. Let me know what was your favorite down below. Until next time, talk to you guys later. Peace.